does
the buttons
so much. And Tiffany,
I'm just here for
and Tiffany is transportation. She is the Uber of Sister Sex and Secrets. She is the Uber. So if you don't see us together, it's Tiffany's fault.
It's because she just didn't come with us. Yeah,
because she was on the boat.
Man.
So, but I'm so happy to be here, you guys. It's almost like, so I work from home, and it's half of the time it's almost like this. If I don't come out, I may not get out almost for the week.
Yeah.
You know, so thank you. I'm happy. I'm excited to be with the girls.
Yay.
I missed the memo though, because they got on dresses.
Okay, I only put this on because it was close by when I was getting dressed this morning.
Exactly.
I did.
When I jumped up off the couch, it was over there on the table. So I was like, "Oh, okay, good."
It was wrinkled and everything, but my little fat body didn't pull most of the wrinkles out. But this was not.
Wasn't the plan.
Right, it wasn't a set.
Okay.
It was something quick to throw on for me to drop off Girl Scout cookies today and run all these 1,001 errands and cater to my wonderful sick child.
Well, we did 80-20 last week, so this week, if you guys know what the 80-20 rule was.
Again, we did not do our introduction. Welcome to Sister Sex and Secrets. Because we are all back together, we are now still 3 times the size and 0 apologies. We're all back together, you know. Even when one of us is gone, we try to let the show keep going. The show must go on, The show must go on. So, welcome. And tonight's episode topic is called Spinning the Block. Okay? Is it growth or is it going backwards? Okay? I don't know if we all been there. I've definitely, every once in a while, I'm spinning the block at this moment right now. Or whatever, but you know, you've been in a relationship, you know, the relationship did not work out. You broke up and then you went back again. You know what I'm saying? So that is kind of what our topic is of that. Or people, I've known a few people that have been married, divorced, separated, and then they end up back married again. Literally married.
You can spin the block on friendships too.
You can spin the block on friendships.
You can spin the block on vitamin D.
Hey Jamar, spinning the block on maybe that's what I'm doing.
Well, let me tell you, at the rate I'm going, I need to literally spin the block on the D.
Spin the block.
I have been summoned to spin the block, and I have said no.
No,
spin the block, period, or
on
spin the block on the D.
No, I have been recently summoned to spin the block on the vitamin D, and I have said no because it is bad for my mental health.
Is it?
But it was a relationship.
It was a relationship.
Yeah.
Bad for your mental health makes me think it sounds like it's like an intriguing thought. What if I did it? But the reality said, you know damn well.
The reality was, you know damn well how long it took you, and still taking you, to get over that vitamin D. So it's no need to even go back
to revisit,
because you're going to be struggling.
The struggle is real, and nothing wrong with that, right, Tam? It's nothing. Well, I'll say it's nothing wrong with that.
I'm sure he's talking about spinning block on a D.
I know, and I would literally keep that totally in the forefront. If it's somebody that I did not like when the relationship was over, I probably couldn't fathom them touching me. It would be like, like I stuck in there. I did my time, and when I left. I was gone. So for you to touch me, I would probably almost think that I would feel a little sickening. So not speaking to the person who called me out because there was no bad blood, still isn't. So might be boring though. You know what I'm saying? Nigga done aged up. So it was,
Wait, did you say he was bored?
no, I said might be boring to spin the block.
No. First of all, I'm not spinning the block on nothing that was bad originally. But things can change.
No, baby,
People can change.
People can change. Stuff has. So sometimes, and I have definitely done that. Spun the block on D that originally was like, oh, I remember this being great. And then it came back and it was like, oh, what is this? You
What's
know,
up?
and I think maybe I don't know, my body changes. I don't know what it is. It just hasn't, it was different. You know what I'm saying?
Tima said it just reminded her of what she left and she good.
Yeah. Sometimes I honestly, wholeheartedly, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the thing on people spinning the block. Do we really believe that people can change?
Mm-hmm.
You know, or is it that they're just maybe better at hiding things? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when you spin the block, is there really change when you spun that block? You know what I'm saying? I just don't know. I guess every situation is different. I have a great spin the block story. I have a cousin who was
right?
who was married. I have a cousin who was married when they were younger. They had they had kids or whatever. They had 3 kids, and they were all little when they broke up, divorced. My cousin ended up moving out from the state that they were living in, so they were separated for a couple of years. I think it was a couple of years that they were separated, and they end up deciding to get back together, and everything. They got remarried, all of that, and it's a great love story for them, because to see them now to what they were originally was, then, you know what I'm saying, like, they were together beginning for some years in the beginning. They broke up for 2 years, and I'm going to say they've probably been together back now 12 years now that they've been back together and still in love. Like, they are, of course, they still have their problems, of course, but they you look at them, they're inspirational. They're good relationship goals. Both of them had definitely changed enough and work hard enough to stay together. When they're together, even when they're going out, you see them now. Like, it is awesome to see their relationship now. You know what I'm saying? It actually goes.
It's a few celebrities that have remarried. Sinbad divorced and remarried his wife. That was good. And I want to say Terrence Howard divorced and remarried someone twice.
Unless they swinging, he ain't with them now.
Oh, well, I don't. I said I want to say that could be wrong, but I know for sure that Sinbad
but I have heard
divorced and remarried his ex-wife.
Well, I had to get married the first time in order to get divorced, so I can.
I think I've practiced divorce pretty well. Just not the married part. I've been engaged plenty of times, and I definitely have broken up and divorced plenty of times. Just never gotten married.
Well,
I think it's me.
Brian crazy. That's crazy. He gonna say, I believe in giving second chances. The first time you could have been a little nervous. What?
He must be talking about.
He's talking about the D.
Are you talking about give the D?
Spinning the block
on the D.
On the D or the P.
Right, or the P for you. You know, the P for you. Spinning the block on the sex, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. It could have been nervous in the beginning.
And even, like you said, friendships, too.
And friendships. I don't know. I'll read. Team, I believe that people can change, but when you dropped me, I have to trust you all over again in an area that you've proven you couldn't perform well in. And while I am forgiving the person, taught me whether or not to trust them. It's definitely hard to trust the second time around, for sure. Okay, especially depending on why you broke up. If some of the reasons why cheating, you know what I'm saying. So that's definitely going to be hard to do. Trust your second round. So it's hard to that. But she said my mom remarried her husband, and the second time was a train wreck because he felt no need to change because she accepted him back.
How soon did she accept him back? Like, was it like a 5-year, 6-year break? But if it was like right back, maybe that wasn't time for that person to have the mental growth.
I would love to believe that time means growth, but that is not necessarily true.
Nope.
Time does not necessarily mean more mature. And unfortunately, sometimes we do confuse time with change, because we might see people, and I'm not necessarily talking about in a romantic situation, but like you might see people growing in other areas, and you might assume, or they might portray some traits that shows growth, but then when you when you see it and you down to the nit and gritty, that same root of the problem is still there. And maybe they don't see it, maybe they don't care. Like, I mean, it could be multiple things, but I personally don't think that time means growth.
Well, yeah, for sure. Especially if you have a person that's not willing to do the work to have the growth. You know what I'm saying? Like, or if people are stuck in certain situations, or mindsets or something like that. Yeah, no, time definitely does not mean growth. That definitely depends on the person and whether they put in that work to be, to make sure it's growth. But so, one of the questions asked, why do we spin the block on anything? Why do we spin the block? One, it is hard. It really is hard for me to spin the block, because even though I'm sort of in a spin the block thing now, it's a whole different reason why I'm in a spin the block thing now.
I think,
but I think for me it's really hard to spin the block, because it takes a lot for me. If I'm saying friendship and relationship wise, it takes a lot for me to let you go. You know what I'm saying? If I've gotten to the part that I let you go, it's hard for me to spin the block, because once my mind is made up, about you, then it's kind of made up about you. It could never be the same or whatever.
I was really hoping you'd say you hold grudges, but
it is very. But I guess
the reason being is because I hold grudges terribly. So for her to say that she also holds grudges just makes me want to bond even closer to her. But she doesn't hold grudges as bad as I do. But I was really hoping that she was going to say that. I was like leaning in, like, say it.
Say the grudges. Say the grudges.
But she didn't. She didn't say it.
Because it's not. I guess for me, it's I can forgive you, but I haven't forgot. So if that's maybe like the grudge, then I can remember exactly what you did. And I'm just not giving you that second chance to do that again. I could be cordial to you, and we could probably still be in, in each other's space, and I'd be cordial, but that does not mean that I don't remember what you did to me, or whatever. Now, spinning the block on the D is something different.
I was gonna say with you, I think that, and I think it would be the same with me, is that if I do spin the block, I don't have major expectations.
No expectations, yeah.
I'm almost expecting the same, but I'm prepared for it before I allow myself to open my mind to it. Because in my head, we just going out. We just hanging out.
We just hanging out.
I'm not putting no mental investment or enough investment into us hanging out.
See, and that's my problem. I'm a hopeless romantic. So if it's like a spin the block on a relationship, I'm like extra hopeful. Like I believe this time. You know what I mean?
I think I'm not even gonna put the word relationship on it. We just hanging out.
So like I think I'm the opposite, and that's just that's a me problem. Like I'm just like, oh, I love you. You love me. You know, so I think for me, I'm the opposite. But that's my own like that's a me thing.
Yeah, I will not use that word for 3 to 6 months. Probably 6 months. I will not use the word love.
I met someone who said they have been dating someone for 1.5 years, and he refuses to say I love you because he doesn't feel that way. And she says I love you, and she is like, why don't you say it? And he's like, cause I don't feel it. I strongly like you. But I'm like, a year and a half.
Well,
like, and I'm sitting here and I'm listening to him, and I'm just like, is this common for some people? Not necessarily men, because it might be some people that actually say it just because the other person said it, but they don't actually feel that way.
Right.
You know, but he was like, no.
A year and a half. Wow.
well,
Yeah.
here's the thing. I would say I can respect that because you helped me not overinvest for but I wonder.
She's overinvested.
But
She's definitely.
But he's in it. So because I don't do love. I totally separate love and in love and care. Those are 3 different stages for me. So maybe he says I strongly like you, and that could equate maybe to love, but not in love. I love you enough to want you to be healthy. I love you enough to want you to be safe every day. I love you enough like I love my sister. But I'm not in love that I would die for you. I'm not. Maybe. I don't know.
Or want to marry you, or
want to marry you.
like that.
Yo, he ain't thinking about me.
So if you're not,
none of it.
If you're
That's
not,
I don't know. Is that a waste of time?
I should
Let her go.
I would have. I wish in my younger years that I would have never invested more than 2 years in something that didn't have a
So
date.
you feel like it's a waste of time?
I've wasted. Look, 6 years, 7 years being with a
I've heard
person.
2 years is still too long. I think.
Well, I don't have 2 years
after
now.
a while, within that year, you know what I'm saying, in that first year, if you ain't feeling like you edging towards to you love me, if after 6, 7 months you don't get them butterflies all the time with me and all of that, just let me go.
I can get
that's
them.
a lot of time.
I get them,
and
but I just won't say it because just because I feel it, I need us to feel it and be willing to say it.
I'm going to
It
ask.
can be. I mean,
You're gonna be like, you love me?
No, I'm gonna be. I want to ask you, not necessarily about the love, but how do you, how
Where
are
are
you
we
feeling
at?
about me? Where are we at with this? What is
yeah.
going on right there?
Before
know?
I want to say that, before I'm willing. Now, when I'm ready, I will say it. Whether you say it or not, I will say it because I don't do tit for tat. Because
you gonna say with the love?
I'll say if I love you or if I'm in
I'm
love,
doing that now.
but I won't. But I have a
We are
rule.
in
I
public.
I cannot say it for like 3 to 6 months. 3 months is early.
But people have been in love within those few months or felt that
That's
love
true.
and
I
have
am
made it.
terrible. Somebody should lock me up and put me in jail. Like, I really, because I genuinely love people. So
I
it is
love
very easy for
Well,
me
the Bible said to love them. That's why I say I tell people I love you like my brother.
I do love a lot of people like my brother. But I also, it's very easy for me to see like the best version of a person and be like, oh, googly. I'm a sap. It's terrible.
Yeah, she's the younger version of me. Cause that was probably me in my younger version. And now you see, it don't come out. It don't come out my throat.
I don't have a problem saying it when I'm ready to say it, when I feel it's worth saying. I might say I love you, but we ain't gonna make it. I'm in love with you, but we ain't gonna make it. So I gotta love me too to know that it's okay to love somebody and know that we're not good together and spinning the block.
I was about to say, like, so when you do spin the block, do you feel like the return of emotions move faster, or do you feel like you are more cautious when you spin the block and you are paying more attention to things that you had issues with before, or
I think it's
or having a little bit of more
it.
grace, and you just kind of like, I'm not.
I think
gonna,
it's a little grace and like,
I think it's all of it actually, because Honestly, you already gonna have love for that person, especially if you want a relationship and you loved them before. I don't care what people say. Love just doesn't disappear. It just morphs into something different. I'm not in love with you the way that I was then, but I still love you. You know what I'm saying? So you still have that love. So it's easy for me, I think, the second time around, that as long as you start seeing things differently, even if you're cautious and stuff like that, it's easy to be like, oh, I can feel those feelings a lot easier, or it's more acceptable because we've now if in 2 months I feel like I'm in love, it's okay for me to say it now since we've been back together for 2 months. Then I can tell you I love you a lot quicker than what I would originally think. But it's also very, you're also cautious. You also look for those details. Some people, when they spin the block, throw all the caution to the wind and don't pay attention to anything.
You know, we need to find out when we spin the block. The first thing you need to find out is what happened, what that person didn't like about me. Because if I'm still the same person, then we already know then most likely that's the same end result. Yeah. And
well, what if it wasn't about something they didn't like about you?
I mean, but
the situations, happen and people separate then. Friendships too, whatever. With friendships and all of that, things happen where you separate. It doesn't mean that I didn't like something about you. Something happened and it.
Still, whatever it is, the drift. Why did we drift? Whatever it is, that need to be addressed. If you're going to try to do something long term.
That is something good you just brought up. Do you have this is why we broke up the first time conversation when you know what I mean? Like, do you have...
Well, I'm going to remind you.
So, are we playing blame?
I'm not going to...
Wait a minute, because she said, I'm going to remind you.
Right, so she
automatically is not at fault.
Okay. So I am wholeheartedly a person that accepts anything that I have done. I can accept my blame or my part in any situation. I'm very good at that. I'm very good at accepting responsibility for that. But if we are going along, and trying to spin the block a second time, there was those moments, okay, hey, remember in the first time, these were some of the issues that we had between us. So that's my reminding you of what our issues we had between us. If we're going to have these same issues, or these are the same things that are going to come up, then spinning the block is
So do you exit right then? So do y'all exit right then and there? At that, if, like Tam said, if I'm the same person and I ain't changed, and you about to get the same Tiffany you had before, do we exit or do we have grace?
I think
is that spinning the block? Does that mean that you extend more grace to the other person and expect the other person to extend more grace to you because you guys have decided that you want to spin the block again? Both of you.
I think I have less grace the second time.
Read some comments.
I have less grace the second time around because if this is something that we've talked about or went on with us in the beginning of this, and you mean tell me that these were problems in the beginning and you still having it, and I'm having to talk to you again, I'm not going to have as much grace.
Well, you don't know that yet.
You'll start seeing some of the stuff a lot quicker because you're more comfortable because of you're less likely to put your facades on the second time around. So you'll see it a lot quicker or whatever. But Tima did say it was a 5-year gap between when her mom and them went back together. But he never grew, and that was the kicker because people get nostalgic and forget. Like, for example, childbirth is traumatic, but with enough gaps in time, we forget the rigor of childbirth, and we do it again. But nothing has changed, and that's analogy-wise for her, that one. She did say exactly, Ro, because I have done my SWOT analysis. What is SWOT analysis, Timo? Let's just put that in there. But she also said, I'd rather have empty sheets than unfulfilled promises. Let me pause there, because let's throw in a question because this kind of puts placement in the thing. Why do we choose to go back? When you see somebody, if friendships, why are we going to rekindle for friendships? Like, what is the reasoning by? Are we believing that, that person has changed? What is going on with us in that moment in time in life that we want to spin the block on any of it? Friendships, relationships, or the D.
I think that in most situations, we remember more of the good than the bad in most situations, right? And so, say you somebody crosses your mind, you ain't talked to them in years, whatever the case may be. 9 times out of 10, they crossed your mind because of a good memory, and that good feeling, and that the endorphins and all of that stuff that comes up, it created pleasure, a pleasurable moment for you. And so when you think about that person, part of you is like, oh, I wonder how they're doing. And if you're willing to reach out or whatever the case may be, then the good things lead. The good things lead, and then there might be something that reminds you of the bad, but it's not right then and there. Like the good feelings lead your movement. And also the fact if it's a time, if it was a solid enough time, we don't really like change. And so when we do start reminiscing on things that were good, we want those things. We want to feel that feeling again. We want to create that same memory or something like that memory again. Like, oh man, I remember when I took my kids to blah blah blah. This was great, blah blah blah. They older now, but you just want to relive that. You know what I mean? So I think that is part of the reason why we are willing to, or I'll say myself, is because one for me is people in my life are really important. It don't matter how long I've known you. Like, I can meet a stranger and we cousins after 5 seconds. But for people who were genuinely in my life for a period of time, I want to keep those people in my life. Like, I'm not a person that's like really eager to cut somebody off. Like, it will take a lot, like, because of our loyalty, we will stay in a situation, friendship, job, it don't matter. Like, we'll stay way over our time.
Well, that was one of the questions Ro had too, is at what point does loyalty turn into self-sabotage?
Right. So like, I think that is part of the problem when we do decide to.
But I think the person we were in our 30s and the grace,
I'm still in my
the
30s.
the person we was in our 40s, and when we talk about it now, I think we're thinking about the grace that we and the tolerance that we had in those years, because a lot of things I can talk about, but really I think I don't have that same tolerance level now. But what I remember about me is all the tolerance I had back then. So
yeah, so that's funny that you said that,
because I don't have the patience I had in my 20s and my 30s. I don't now, because of life situations, life things, all of that. My patience is way, way, way different now.
Is it low?
It's very low. It's very low.
I was out and about today, and a person crossed my mind, and I called them just to see, like, just to check on them. Now, I had already blocked this person. This person cannot call me at all. And randomly, I had gotten a text message from a number that I didn't know, and it was like, hey, and I didn't respond because I didn't know who it was, like earlier in the month or whatever. And then later on today, it was like, tell me the truth. What did I do to deserve this? I'm like, who are you? I don't know who you are. And then gradually they're like, you called me today, and when I tried to call you back, I was blocked. Why do you keep blocking me? And then I was like, aha. I was like, oh, you were never unblocked. And then they were like, well, why would you block me? I thought we were good, da da da. And I said, we are good, but I have created a boundary. You did not appreciate the space I had in your life. So now the access that you had to me, you no longer have. And I honestly am not upset with this person. Like, I'm good. But I just had to set a boundary. And so it is interesting how distraught this person was. Like, oh, you fake love me. I mean, like went in, and I was just like, okay, all right. Because, and I get it. Because to some people, if you cared enough to call me, you shouldn't have me blocked. But the truth of the matter is that I still genuinely care about people, even if I don't want them in my life on a regular. You know, like, I still genuinely care about you. And so I think that I do have some, like, cutbacks of where I'm like, oh, you will never, ever.
Daryl spoke on the question.
Before you don't do that one yet. Tima said SWOT: strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. That's her assessment. She's already assessed her strength, weaknesses, opportunities.
What's the threats, though? So hit us up with it.
Well, threats as in what is your, what you maybe like your track triggers, or what is going to be harmful to me, and it doesn't have to be beat up or something like that, but what things, are you a liar, or are they, she's noticing all of those things, stuff like that.
Just still learning you back on the friendship, because I don't think I would jump into for me, the relationship would be gradual. That would just have to happen naturally. We wouldn't be on the phone and be like, and actually I did have a friend, I don't know if they'll be.
I love when we,
but they were like, I'm a different person now, and we had an age difference. My later, oh gosh, things be switching back for me, like age ranges with who I'm dating. So it was a point. Clearly, people were.
She's a former cougar.
People were. I was cougaring, and I really love the youngins. The youngins are trainable. I love it. But why one hit me up? Girl, was
somebody 22. Belongs on Epstein.
Somebody was 22. Hit me up yesterday. I ain't even reply.
You said you.
I ain't even reply.
Can you retreat that last statement? You can't say you love the youngins.
I love the youngins. Oh man,
you love
they
them now
are so trainable.
Because you won't even give them a time of day to talk to them now. So
no, I won't talk to them now. I wouldn't have talked to them then. They ain't lie about their age. But
wow, that's funny.
But and I say they're trainable because and they know they're happy with being trainable. But what it is they don't come with the hang-ups, and that's what it was. They didn't come already prepared for me having baggage. The baggage did not scare them away, and they weren't already like, you gonna do this, I want a woman to do that. They just was just living. So we were just living, just enjoying each other, just enjoying life. So you saying that they were less experienced, so they had less to complain about, and like less hiccups to.
Because life ain't hit them hard yet.
They had no life. They had no life
experience.
It sounds like you're right.
But in actuality, they lived life, but in their own way.
Right.
But they didn't have a lot of relationship.
Right. I mean, they ain't got no ex-wife and no.
Well, they actually did have an ex-wife who was my age, who was my friend. And I seen them because the wife had a rare name. The wife has a very rare name.
The wife was your friend?
Was my friend in elementary.
Oh, okay. I about to say.
And growing up, we still call each other friends. And I went and saw the wife with him.
You said growing up, they still call each other friends.
Well,
okay. Nothing. I don't mind.
You know what kind of friends, girl. You know it's distant. You ain't met them, have you? But okay,
All right,
so
there you can read what Daryl said though.
but what Daryl said, okay, so Daryl's statement went to one of the questions, which was, what red flags did you ignore the second time around? And Daryl said, I don't spin the block in relationships, even though I know for a fact all my exes want me back. Okay, conceded. Humbly being honest, conceded. Once I'm done, I'm done. I get that. And mainly because I love hard, fight hard for my relationship. I'm loyal to my own detriment. And I tend to talk myself into ignoring red flags. So when I get to the point that I decide to walk away, I know it's nothing left to salvage.
Which is what I said from the beginning for us. Daryl, wait, are you a Taurus, Daryl?
He's not.
No, he's not. I can't remember, but
Because Daryl is baby Hugh.
well, I understand baby Hugh, but y'all excuse me. I got pants on it out. I just need to get comfortable.
You got pants
I
on?
need to. I do. Again.
So,
It's hot.
so ignoring red flags.
That's that anemia.
I probably don't entertain people. I don't entertain the opportunities that deep. People say stuff. No, okay, yeah, we should go out. You can come lay in the bed with me. We ain't gonna do that, nigga. Anyway, first of all, I know we ain't, cause we broke up. So you don't touch me, please. In
Why
fact,
have them in your space like that?
but I'm saying that's what he said. You know, so we can be in space, but we can be in the bed. But men say stuff like that. They always feel like they can get the baby mamas back. They always feel like they can get the baby mamas back.
Bella said she loves
Speaking
cougars.
of,
Hey Bella, you know
I had
on
some
the back end,
flowers
Bella.
delivered to my house today.
You have flowers from the baby daddy.
From one of
I
my
know.
baby daddies. And I just love them for that. They love them.
That's beautiful. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's
just
really,
love being
and I
loved
think
on.
that's with
Oh, you're
relationships.
getting close.
I think that's with relationships that
Yeah,
if people do spin the block, if they do go forward into that relationship, hopefully that means that, hey, okay, we knew where we disrespected the relationship before. So we going into this knowing, hey, that was a trigger for her. That wasn't right. Or I was immature at that time and I thought that way. And if you do that, people get back together, I'm assuming they probably, like you said, your cousin and the kids, so they saw each other grow through the years. It wasn't like they were absent from each other for 5 years and you really don't know if that person grew.
Right.
They had to mingle and
They had to
talk
learn
and
how to
communicate.
co-parent.
Yeah, so they saw the growth in each other and it was worth trying again. So I think we won't see that all the time.
Yeah, we definitely not. I don't know. I'm like, do I feel like most people spin the block because they toxic. It's a toxicness that continuously has them spinning the block or going
is
back.
that what you're doing?
Yes.
Toxic?
I'm so proud of you.
Wait a
I
minute.
know.
You said the person's toxic?
There's some toxicity in the spinning the block. You know what I'm saying?
So there's some danger and excitement and some nostalgia. You just bad.
Maybe for some people. I think I think for one reason or another, there's some toxic in this, and I understand wholeheartedly what I'm doing right now.
If you pay for everything, we can try this out. We can see where it's gonna go, buddy. Pick up at 9. You say go to the prom. You buying the dress?
I will say that I have definitely been so done with a person that I don't care what you offer. I don't care. The answer is no. And and even if it was, spinning the block for the D, like certain things a person has done is like, no, like I couldn't, I would be completely wronging myself to even, I'm almost belittling my own self after I've built myself back up, and so I'm like, no. But it's different reason, and it could be like the dumbest thing in the world to somebody else, but to me, I'm like, no, they did this, they said that, like it won't matter, you know what I mean? So,
Bella said, "Let her guess which one, Tiff."
Oh, yeah, it's an easy guess, I think. No, not necessarily, because they both are good. They're both good.
Zero's birthday is on the cusp of Aries and Taurus.
Yes.
He's April the 19th, so he is a little bit at the beginning, but definitely for sure. I'm sorry. It really is harder for me to spin the block. This one is because technically, one, we're not in a relationship at all. For the first time around, it was like, it was more so I just, politely, you see the little meme with the Simpson walking in the bush, you know what I'm saying? And he just kind of backs off in the bushes and disappears. That's kind of what it was for me in there. Cause I'm like, when I start seeing crazy stuff, sometimes I ain't gotta flip out. I ain't got to go crazy. I ain't got to do all of that. I'm gonna just slowly back into the bush and disappear. And that's kind of just what I did. But then also enough time had passed. I was interested. Like, I wonder if this person is the same, or if they're different, have they changed and things like that. Has something about that person changed? Yes. Has everything changed? No. So I see the reminders of that. But also, because I went into it eyes wide open, I'm well aware. You know what I'm saying? I know how to protect myself. I know how to, figure out, all right, I know it probably won't go past this certain thing, stuff like that. Like, so I kind of am just in that,
Are you wasting time or are you fulfilling time?
Filling time.
But is that distracting you from growth where we can be investing that time in another way?
Girl, into what though? What do we
into our business, into our education,
and wholeheartedly at any point. Time filler means it is outside of those things that I am trying to put, because I'm never going to let it overtake anything else that I am trying to do in life. For sure, those things are gonna come first. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like we are consumed with each other's lives.
Correct.
At all.
Right. Okay.
Nowhere near.
Yeah.
Consumed with each other's lives.
And
it's just the moment.
Can I just say something completely random that has nothing to do with any of this?
Okay.
I realized that I am capable of having cankles. I looked again. I told y'all it has nothing to do with nothing.
What is a cankle?
Where your calf run into your ankles,
like
and
where there's no
defining difference between.
I
the
looked
two.
down like a couple of days ago, and I said, "Oh my God,
ankle.
what the fuck is my ankle?" Like I was concerned. I started googling health problems. I was.
Let me
distraught.
see if you got some swelling.
It's getting better now, but
you good.
You
ain't got no swelling or nothing.
No, this was all like one. Like that, you couldn't even see this little nodule.
It probably was a little bit swelling.
But I think it was because I was like,
was it airplane? Were you on a plane?
I think it was the airplane, the airport, like all of that, and a lot of walking. I did a lot of. I know that had nothing to do with nothing, y'all, but it scared the crap out of me.
I don't know, but if you
was
spin the
concerned.
block, somebody need to know that when you get on the plane and have to walk a lot.
What I needed to know was I need to get me some compression socks now. I'm at compression socks stage in my life now. That is what I know.
Bella said tourists never truly spin the block. We make you think that you get. Wait, what's the look? Clock it. Never truly spin the block. Okay, thank you very much. Tima said, yes, some violations are a no-go and there are no do-overs. For sure. There are some people that I could never do that with. There are some friendships that I swear to God, one, if she walk in this room right now and you want to be like, I'll slap the shit out of her. Bitch, I don't give a fuck if you change. That's how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you were spinning the block with you. Alright, you want me to forgive you? Okay, forgive you. Alright, now goodbye. Gone. You know what I'm saying? There's definitely some D that be wanting to spin the block, but I ain't spinning it because it was terrible. You know what I'm saying? So there are just reasons why You just don't. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it could be better.
I ain't trying to find out.
I have some amazing D that I have to turn down. Amazing. I just want to throw that out.
Is it the kind that can't wear work pants? You gonna wear them to work?
Gosh.
Them khakis.
Daryl
ain't
said
right.
he is not conceited, Miss Ma'am. I'm just speaking my truth. All my exes told me at different times they wanted to spin the block. A few of them tried to use their mamas, talking about she always thought we look good together, or I was the best thing that happened to her daughter. But I've always respectfully declined. I honestly, most I don't think I have a ex, like a real ex, that won't spin the block with me either. Though let's just be honest. I don't think, because I'm not horrible in relationships. You know what I'm saying? There's, of course, people are not perfect. You know, for sure, we mess up some things and stuff like that. But there is not one that
I thought
does not
about
want to spin the block.
spinning the now. Most of the time, I don't necessarily think about spinning the block. 'Cause I actually, in my later years, haven't even claimed a relationship, but one. So, but I've dated,
Tam,
and I may
what?
have dated a long time.
I'm gonna have to tell Tam though. Listen, in
Real
order
quick,
to
say
spin the
something.
block, you have to stop talking to these people, because you seem to, a lot of the people in your life,
We're still friends.
you're still friends. You can't spin the block if they still there. Like,
but
just
I'm
go.
not screwing them.
Maybe not necessarily, but
But I'm not screwing them.
but they still
and I'm
there.
not. But they there in the distance. You don't never see me say I seen somebody from the past. So really, it's that 3, 5, 6 months where you check in. Hey, how you doing? I'm still alive. You're still alive. But I'm not even talking about them. I am talking. I don't think you met Gary.
Oop.
So anyway, but he came home and we thought. I don't know if he thought about it, but I thought about it when he came home many years ago. This was like 10, 15 years ago. But it was a thought. It never got verbalized, you know. And since I said, man, I can't say that.
Mm-hmm. So I have. This is an interesting scenario. What about spinning the block on someone who has went away for some time in the clank clank? What do you think about spinning the block on that?
Well, I don't. It depends. Why did they go? They wasn't children. I mean, I don't think that matters. Because from my own personal experience, they get a lot of depending on how long they were in the clank clank, they get a lot of discipline for some things. So they're gonna come home and work and be fine. Then
Well,
they all come home and be business
I guess
owners. The ones that I know.
I guess I mostly was thinking like, you know, where if y'all were together when they went in, like, you gonna wait for me, you know, like.
No.
So
How long was
honestly,
you gonna
I
be
have
in
that
there?
situation.
You are in this situation right now?
No, I'm not in that situation right now.
She said, I have.
I had that situation. There was a guy.
Don't lie to the people.
No, because we know, because he lives in Oklahoma now, so it's no way. Or I lived in Oklahoma then.
We need to go to Oklahoma.
Where we were. Yeah, we were kind of a little off and on thing. He had lived with me and everything like that. He did move out, but we were very much still, you know, talking. He was coming to the house, hanging out, a part of the life, and he ended up going to jail. He ended up going to jail, getting caught in because he wasn't a criminal. He was a 3-way. He was hooking an undercover cop was talking to him, and he was hooking that person up with some drugs, or the person that was going to do the drugs. He was the in-between person. And it so happened to be an undercover cop.
So he was a criminal.
It was, I mean, he wasn't.
I was sitting here wondering, what part of criminal
Well, he wasn't like no, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we think of it. He wasn't no serial person. He was doing somebody, he had been in trouble like once before when he was in his teenage years. But he was just the go-between, you know, or whatever. The person, you know how somebody says, hey, you got somebody that you know that'll, you know, they got this stuff. And it was like, oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I can, you know, hook you up. I'll get it and I'll bring it to you. So he was the middle person, not the person that was actually selling the drugs. He was just the middle person. But it happened to be an undercover cop who asked him for it. You know, whatever. And at that time in Oklahoma, there was this judge in Oklahoma who were trying to make examples out of people. You know what I'm saying? Like people that did not have real bad backgrounds or been in trouble just 1 or 2 times. And at that time, that person was trying to throw the book at everybody. And so she gave him like 13 years. In jail for that, and that was at the beginning. Yeah, he was sending it because he had disappeared, and I was like, well, where did he go? And so there was at some point so it was a year or 2 down the line, like he disappeared, but he finally got to me because you know not knowing or remembering numbers and addresses, so he finally got to me, and then. And he wanted to keep talking. Of course people in jail want to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Of course people in jail want to put something on my books. Honestly, it was like 1 or 2 times that I was like, oh, okay, I do this. But I can't be the person that waits for the person in jail. I'm just honest with it about it. I can't do it. That 13 years is a long time. And then you want me, while you in there, to take all my hard-earned money to put it on. They're giving you free meals. You eating every day. Your roof is covered. What am I sending you money for? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. You know, but he is out of jail now. And once he got out of jail, he did. It was that moment, and it was like, sir. You there, I'm here. We just cool.
Well, I've definitely kind of done that. Someone in jail and still, because I kept seeing them, but I kept seeing them for like 7 years while they were doing their time, and I went to see them every week.
Did you consider yourself still in a relationship? You went every week?
I went every week from here to Petersburg.
That is beautiful, Tam.
Yeah.
That is wonderful.
But the last year 5, it kind of broke down to every 2 weeks. In year 6, it kind of broke down about every month. But before that, I went. Not only did I go every week, I went 2 to 3 times a week for 4 years.
You are a good.
And this was in love, like no.
Well, what it was is so we had been in a relationship. We had been in a relationship forever, and the relationship was rocky, but I felt because I was that last person in the relationship within like that month of breaking up. So really,
okay. So when this person went away, y'all had actually broken up.
But it was still
right. Like y'all
still
was
close,
right.
Yeah. So it really fell back on me, kind of as that support person, as that.
Whew, that's so tough.
She was just being, but okay, all right. Let's go back to things. Bella said I went through that clink with R. I did let him back a few times. The D had me on lock. But that's when, because Tima asked you, how good was the D though? Like you going and doing all of that for years. But you was going to visit, but you wasn't celibate and did not talk to other people during that time, right?
No, I did talk to other people. Right. I did. Because even though we had broke up in like that December, first of all, let's be clear, I was still in because my Christmas gift was going to be a truck. So first of all, why you got locked up 3 days before Christmas is an issue. Okay, it's an issue. You still owe me a truck.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Did you get the keys already? Like
no, I did not.
No, I meant like him. Like
but I got the keys to the house that they own, that they're still in, and I paid the mortgage for the 6 years, 7 years. I paid the mortgage for the 6 years. I made sure the mortgage was paid for 6 years. And then that 7th year, because so many people was in his ear, I was like, yo, this your house. In which he said I could have the house, but I said, this your house. You're going to come home from this bullshit. You're going to need your stepping stone. So anyway, so I paid the mortgage. So I rented it out. And so after the mortgage was paid, the profit was mine. But that 7th year, I said, hey, too many people mouths. Look, the real estate company is going to handle this year while you come home. But no, I was able to, I did see other people, and he knew I saw other people, but he was still a priority. And the other people knew.
He
now,
was a priority.
The other people knew, and I was with the other person for about 3-4 years through that. But it was a benefit because I was a sugar mama. So it was a benefit to that other person, you know. Shit, they ain't had to be locked down, and they got we traveling, we doing stuff, you know. And he clearly know every day. He clearly know every 3 days a week. I'm clearly gonna be gone for 9-10 hours.
Jeez,
you know.
You said you truly had connection, way different. She was way different. Truly had connection. She said that very situation happened to Falika on
Felicia,
on Snoop on The Wire.
Felicia on The Wire,
and she had to fight for her life. It's sad that there are many people like that, Ro. Yeah, definitely many people like that. That you know, but
and that's how they went. As a matter of fact, that's how they went, being the middleman and undercover.
Yeah,
but the amount of the transaction, and the crazy thing is, when they got caught, the undercover said, man, we ain't even know who you is. We ain't never seen you before. So the person asked them to do a favor and make the connect, and they had been chilling, been friends for like 7-8 years. So he was like, okay, I'll do it. And the day he decided to do it, the man was like, we ain't in. And the fucked up thing, man, they got $250,000. Man,
So do you think,
and I had to pay the lawyer.
Do you think men have a loyalty?
He should spin the block with me.
To women when they locked up.
Men do what? Men,
Okay, okay.
Men are dogs. They are not loyal. Dogs are more loyal than men.
Okay,
I
it's
think.
just a question.
I think.
I saw this video. Okay,
I got the mail.
you know how you the police camera show where they show you the live action. So this young lady, I forgot. I think they got pulled over or something or whatever. But she ended up being on the run for killing somebody, and she was with her man, and they both got put in the back of the police truck, not like a car, but a truck.
It's a movie.
This was like this is like real video footage.
Was it here, local?
No,
Because I know some.
And she was like the whole time she back there. She's like, I love you. I want whoever you be with, they better be good to you. Like that was her immediate. And I was like, that would not be my immediate response. Now, of course, she spiraled. She said a lot of stuff, but it was almost like a Bonnie and Clyde situation where they're talking through the wall because he on one side and she on the other, and I was like,
that's funny.
She in trouble, not him. Yeah, no.
A lot of Virginia. I know a lot of Virginia Beach, a lot of Norfolk cases. Women took a lot of blame for men's drugs.
No. She actually she killed somebody, and she was on the run, and he obviously was on the run with her, and they had a kid and all this stuff. And she was like, talking about take care of my baby, like all of this stuff. But she was like, whoever you be with, make sure they good to you, and they better be better than me. But she'll never love you as much as me. Like she immediately started going into that because she already knew she wasn't coming home.
Right.
And so I was just curious because he was like, I remember him saying, "Stop talking like that," whatever. But he ain't never be like, "All right, baby, I'm gonna make sure,
I'm gonna hold you down." But Tima and Daryl both said Papoose held Remy down for 8 years while she was locked up. But then Daryl's like, just for her to do him dirty.
Well, let's be clear. But Remy, if you really follow, Remy also said they were not in a relationship. He was a friend that told her he was going to stick by her, and he did. So he kept coming to the jail. So it made a loyalty, a friendship, a relationship, but it didn't start that way. And Remy said she told him that she didn't want to, do a relationship. But there are some people who's okay. You don't want to do a relationship, but we friends, and I'm gonna be here and stand and take care of your child as a friend.
Do he have the same story though?
Well, I haven't heard him dispute it either. Mm-hmm. And I kind of follow hip hop, right? Because all these people on TV, loving hip hop Atlanta, loving hip hop New York, loving, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, and they came home and got married, and she didn't want to have a kid either. So she's also, they both loyal, even, and I was that way. I was very loyal, but
to your jailbird friend,
to anybody that I'm loyal to. But I had to realize one thing I had to learn was I have a right to change my mind, and that's probably saved me from a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. I wish I had learned it younger, because it was all about loyalty, no matter what. Yeah. It was all about loyalty. Loyalty gets you in trouble. I have a right. I don't want to go to jail. I thought about it. I don't even drive that well. I can't even be the getaway. I don't even drive that well. Right. I don't think I'm the right person for this. Had I been in that mindset where I still was that type of loyal, like in that 7-year driving, I could have said, I don't want to do this, no more. But I really didn't mind. It was cool with me, and the thing was cool. Probably, and had I been having a regular 9 to 5 job, I probably, clearly wouldn't have been doing that. But I did have a job. But
Daryl said they got married while she was in prison. They just didn't have the wedding.
But they didn't have the baby either.
So, and she played off of that black love shit only to debunk it. That's some fake-ish.
Well, I would assume that
you make point off of it only to disgrace it. So you can't. Well, if she married this man in prison, you can't say that you didn't want a relationship with him if he was definitely married to him.
What I'm saying is in the beginning. Things change over time.
Well, I'm sure because he kept. That's what
I
said. Jail love. Yeah,
but you keep coming, and that person's company, and that person showing you that they are loyal. And for him, she's just as loyal because. Listen, let me tell you something. That's an easy relationship. I know he ain't never cheating. I know where he at. I know where he at.
You know if he ain't cheating.
Well, for the most part, I know where he at 9 to 5.
Where he at.
I ain't got to guess where the hell he at. I ain't got to worry about the phone ringing, not ringing, and somebody else answering. Baby, go ahead to jail. Go ahead. See, I can sleep better. You ain't even in the street about to get picked up by the police. You already safe. You already safe. 3 hots and a cot. Not a cock.
Okay.
3 hots. So, but I love the Papoose, Remy, and Clarence. They keep me entertained. Pap upstairs.
All right. Well, last question, then we can get ready to, what boundaries, though, when you're spinning the block, whether it's friendship, relationship, what boundaries should be in place before you even think about revisiting any type of an old relationship? Is there boundaries? Should we put boundaries in place when you are going to revisit, like boundaries, communication? You know what I'm saying? I don't know necessarily boundaries, but you again trying to figure out why are you spinning the block? You know what I'm saying? What's the purpose? Or is it because you're bored in life, or you're lonely at that moment, and this is somebody familiar? You got to figure out your reasons for spinning the block first before you can figure out what boundaries you set in place. If you already know, things ain't changing, you spinning it just because you got some toxic stuff going on as well, or you lonely or something like that, then don't spin a block and then be mad that it doesn't work out also at the end. But you got to understand why you spinning the block.
And I think too, I don't know if this kind of goes to that, but I think like with thinking about Remy and Pap, since they in the news with it, that when Tima said she played off the black love shit, but let's remember they were young. She went in 8 years. What was that growth when she got out of prison and saw the world was different? He was out. He was experiencing life, living life. She had to get out and see cell phones ain't in the car.
Oh yeah,
hooked
listen.
up to the
My brother,
to the dashboard.
my brother cried real tears when he found out
so
that cell
people
phones
she
didn't
grew,
have buttons.
grew,
He was
grew,
like, what?
no growth.
There's no buttons. TVs don't have to have buttons. We was like, nah, bro.
Touch screen,
Yeah, like
laptops.
because he missed, that transition.
Yeah. So for them, that would have been that growth question that we had. Like, not saying that people don't have black love, because we do, but we also grow. And sometimes we don't recognize ourselves. Sometimes we gotta fall back a year later and be like, oh, maybe that was me.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe that was maybe I didn't know myself.
Right.
Because
not only do the opposite person grow, but you grow as well, and you learn yourself. I think as far as boundaries go, I think that it's more like honesty with yourself. And that I feel like that should be a criteria that you and the other person discussed. And like, listen, if we ever get to a point where we like, nah, this ain't, like, be okay to communicate that. Like, be honest with yourself about how you are really feeling, because butterflies and heart eyes and all of that stuff, like, it can give a false narrative of what things are, or what they can be, or whatever, and it just ain't that.
we should spin the block on ourselves, because we supposed to have a spa day. Because I've never been to a spa.
I said I wanted to do that for my birthday.
She did. She actually did.
Yeah, I think I said I want to do some type of a spa or something.
Just spin the block on loving us for 30
spin
days.
the block on myself. I don't know.
I need to spin a block on myself.
Or maybe even if it's not 30 days at one time, it could be just 30 days throughout the year. We know we're going to do this for us. Like, we plan it, put it on the calendar, and be like, I got to find 30 days where it's about me. It's about bettering me and loving me. What can I do? Besides my feet and nails, which can be sometimes, but not all. Every month, talking about, I love me this month. Got my nails done. You can get the nails done anyway. You can be sad with the nails done. Got sad.
So spin the block on yourselves. Okay, great.
Yeah.
And I don't see if spinning the block on the D's a totally different thing, then I think maybe spinning the block on it, unless it was toxic D and whatever. But don't spin the block and then let it ruin your life.
So
spin the block, get that good, and then go back again.
Okay, so is it easier to spin the block or start fresh? Why don't people want to start over?
Oh, that's one of the things for me. I hate starting over. You know what I'm saying? And one of the reasons why I probably, I'm going to be honest, like with why I might stay in something a little bit too long, because that starting over is insane, especially in the time and the day that we live in now. Are you effing kidding me? It is crazy. You're going to have to talk to 275 people to meet the one that you are willing to maybe let's try this and keep talking and stuff like that. Starting over new is rough. You got. I hate the butterfly stage. To be honest, I don't like the butterfly stage. I like that. That lived in type of feelings and stuff like that, where we're past all that original, bullshit and faces up and putting on your best and and getting all of that. Now, then we're just settled in it right now, and we can move more comfortably with being who we are. Period.
Mm-hmm.
I give me the lived in type of love, not the brand new. I can't.
So we know familiar territory. I see. For me, what I call it is I know this nigga lies. I don't know you.
I know, right?
Now,
I know the bullshit that I'm doing, now. But you know what I'm saying, and that is sometimes
ninja lie.
But I'm going if I'm understand. I'm going if I need to start over. I'm going to. I am in the starting over pretty, but now I've been in there, and it's not easy. You know what I'm saying?
It's not easy.
It's
but
not easy at all.
I think that with us and who we are in our life, with our lives, that we have a limitation somewhat to our availability until we decide otherwise. We have a limited pool.
Yeah.
It's a kind of big pool, but it ain't necessarily a good
This
pool.
is your fault. The reason why I'm out here dealing with this bullshit. If you just couldn't get your shit right, why you just couldn't get your shit right? I'd be so mad. Like,
oh,
I
she's
don't
in a
wanna
moment.
do it. I am in a moment. Like, bitch, why
I know that
you
feeling. Shoot.
Yeah, why you couldn't just be right so that I don't have to be out here dealing with this? It's insane. But anyway, for whatever reason you spin the block, don't spin the block on it and it be toxic. Make sure there's change. Make sure there's growth. But then also at the same time, make sure you are relearning the new person. Also, and try not to hold the old things always against them too, because that's another thing with spinning the block. Don't hold the past against them if you're noticing change and things are different. Let's not hold the past against people and keep reminding them about it and stuff like that. With that, so
do you tell your friends that you spin the block?
Tell my friends.
That's a question that was up there.
Oh,
It says,
y'all know I tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all.
Most people tell. Hey, Kim.
I'm definitely tell y'all or whatever. Gotta be willing to look in other states. No, ma'am. That's a whole.
We do need to be willing. I agree. Not just other states, but outside of the limited gene pool. The tadpole gene pool.
They're talking about the butterfly stage is beautiful.
It is.
And everybody
it
can
is.
experience it.
It is.
Plus,
but it
when gravity and age not got the best of us, all we got is memories of the butterflies.
Oh yeah, I like butterflies, but man, it's beautiful when those butterflies can be month to month. They last year to year. That relationship is still in that good place. That
you can still get a little bit of. I just in that beginning that the butterfly stage for me is like that. It's so mind wrecking for me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like having to get to know somebody. All right, am I trying to figure out if I can trust them? And that wondering how this is gonna go. All right, is it because for me as a person, as a tourist, I play so many scenarios out in my head in the beginning. When I meet somebody, I kind of want to just settle. I want my brain to be settled. And in butterfly stages, for me, I'm all over the place sometimes in my brain, in my head, and how I feel. They may not necessarily see it, but I am all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, where is this going to go? What is happening? Are they thinking about me right now? You know what I'm saying? What do they feel? Do they feel the same thing?
Terrible.
We are the
But listen, hold on. First of all,
crazy.
Kim Ann, everywhere we go, Kim Ann got all the janks.
Get one in North Carolina and one in New York.
Kim just need to do a dating app or a dating night where she call people. What is it? Kim Ann need to do. What's that show where people date? Pop the balloon.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
It's just called Pop the Balloons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think Kim Ann can rally up enough people for everybody.
Tima said, "Fuck butterflies. I'm gonna need something wholesome and substantial or sustainable." Yes.
I need all of it.
But I need the butterflies to continue throughout the sustainability.
I don't necessarily. I don't know if it's the butterflies. I want the heart flutters. Let's just talk about that. Like when when you're settled in something and you look at that person and you get that, ooh, you know what I'm saying? You still get that feeling, you know, like that. I really love that person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's lived in, but I still get them heart floods. I still have those, you know, like
you sure ain't
still,
the palpitation.
right? Still ain't my heart palpitating. You know?
Honestly, I think that I God is going to have to send me like the perfect person, because I am such a it's irritating, because I literally can like I can feel that way about a person easily, you know. And like Rose said, we literally going our brain is going 10 years down the line, 5 years down the line, 5 months down the line, 10 minutes
Lord,
down the line,
mercy.
like all in the same
But but the fact that you can recognize that about yourself, then we can work on it about ourselves.
I am trying.
Because you can recognize it, but maybe you ain't recognize it 2-3 years ago. Oh, but now wait a minute, Tiff, talking to myself.
Yeah.
Tiff, why the hell did I just think about Mary Jane met me but three months ago? Let me live in the moment.
I think women do
enjoy
that
the
in general,
moment.
not just us. I think women tend to do that.
Yeah, but we can. But when we recognize it, we know we can fall back a little bit. We can step back a little bit and be like, we might scare a person off.
As long as I
Or
don't
they
say it
may
out loud.
Oh yeah, no, these are
Those inner thoughts.
I know,
don't say
but
it out
our
loud.
inner thoughts probably
Press in
manifest,
some shape form. Yeah.
especially always being available. Sometimes I'll be available and I'll be like, oh, I'm going to the movie, bitch. I'm still at home. I'm on the sofa. Lying. No goodness well, I ain't got nobody to go to movies with. But I don't
be
need to
available.
let you know that I'm available every single time you want me to be available, because I'm sure there's going to be times when I want you to be available and you're not. And I don't think all
But
men
I
find
think-
it attractive.
I think that me being available, you being like, there's sometimes that I'm probably actually not available. There's sometimes that the other person may not be available. But if equal amounts enough times, or you know the scale isn't tipped more so one way, then I don't mind being available when they need me to be available. If the scales are tipped balancedly. Now, if it's we only go out when you got the time. Or if I suggest something and you ain't never got the time, when I suggest something, then that's a different story. And then we ain't gonna talk after a while, because you only available when I don't want to talk to you no more. You know what I'm saying? So then we ain't got to worry about nothing, because now I don't talk to you. You know, but if the scales are balanced, equally, then I don't think that there is a problem with always being available to the person that's always available for you too. When it's that equal thing, I don't think there's no problem with that.
Yeah.
You know, because it's not one-sided. If it's one-sided, then that's another problem. I don't know. The guy, Mr. McVeigh, asked who is single. So you guys in the chat can answer who's single. Ladies, do you guys want to?
I think everybody
Don't answer.
a part of this chat is single, I think.
Okay. But
Everybody online and off and on the social. Kinda. I don't know about somebody got a cruise. If they got nothing else, they in a relationship with the cruise ship, the cruise line. If nothing else, you're gonna miss a week
First of
every 6
all,
weeks. So
I have a goal. That is all this is. Okay? And it will be over soon.
you have a goal that will be over soon.
She has a goal, is what she said.
All right,
The goal you got, I think, you know what somebody said about stocks? The one lady said it very simple. She said, get stocks in the stuff that you like.
Oh yeah, I'm working on that too.
Very simple. Because much as you cruise, it's money in it, and we need to figure something small as just the stuff that we like.
Oh, I'm working on it.
Yeah.
But that is a great idea.
Yeah, the stuff that we like.
All right, we're going to do a better than yesterday.
Oh, we are?
Hey, we might as well. We didn't do it.
Hey,
Haven't done it
guys.
in a while. We have not done. Yeah. The end of this team's comment says, "I am not a teenager or a young adult. Nothing. You know what? Like the butterflies or bumps in our flesh, because I am not a teenager or a young adult." Yeah, I think that's that puppy love. Just
Anybody want to pick?
settled in.
Tam?
Oh, girl, this ain't tarot reading or nothing. All right, what do you say?
Make the next 24 hours a time of zero negativity. Stop yourself when you resort to negative thinking. You're in control of the conclusions you come to. Show yourself that you can choose more optimistic ones. So, okay, no negative thinking.
No
And
negative
if you-
thinking for 24 hours.
And be conscious if you do have a negative thought, stop it. Now, you're in control of the conclusions you come to.
How
well,
easy do you guys think that is? In a 24-hour period, how negative is your brain? For people, let's talk about that out there, because our brains are constantly thinking. And so all types of things and scenarios run through it. I think this is the most challenging one for me. Like, this is challenging for me.
Is it negative? But I think that my negativity is not necessarily all negative, more of a worry sometimes.
It's still negative.
It's still negative. Even with worrying.
I mean, but it's not like negative Nancy. Like, I'm not
I
putting
don't think
other
that's
people
what
down.
I don't think that's meant. It says
I mean,
zero
I think it
negativity.
could be. I'm just saying my negative, I think, is more so on the worry side, not necessarily on I hate this person, I don't like this person.
Right.
I think
mine's are all over the place. Mine is some of that, as well. Worrying about things, running scenarios through my head. Remember these? It's backwards.
It's going to be backwards for them.
Right.
read it backwards. Y'all can read.
You read it already, but it is. I think that's it, like worrying about stuff, running scenarios about my life, things going on, stuff like that. Like, I have a lot of thoughts in a 24-hour period, and I run them all. So that is going to be, I think that's challenging.
That is very challenging.
Yeah.
Unless I was asleep for the 24 hours.
Kim Ann said, let me call out of work so I can be positive for 24 hours.
Like seriously, this is it's definitely challenging because we have prime example. I was having a good day and somebody almost hit me, and I was driving. Somebody almost hit me, and I immediately go into road rage mode, and so like little things in life happen, and on the outside of your regular thoughts of I gotta do this today, I gotta do this, I need to take care of this, oh I wonder, will I be able to do this, da, da, da. Like outside of all of that, you still have other people that affect your circle. So that becomes a issue, and then on top of you trying to have a to-do list or have a just like the simplest of things, like Rose said, is like literally like how you view yourself, because sometimes I know with us, when we start thinking about all the stuff that we got to do today, then it turns into, you should have did that shit last month. This why you in the situation you're in that. Right. You should have did it. You know what I mean? Like,
then next thing you know, you spiral.
Right. So then you kind of like spiral down. So
we give ourselves grace.
Yes, even for me.
If we do 2 or 3 things,
I literally
simple as me laying on my back and my titties went to my underarms
her.
over here, and now I'm like, I can't stand my boobs now. So now I had a negative thought because now my boobs, and now I have been obsessed these last few days with my boobs, like, and how much, because I'm losing weight and they are smaller and they're flat, whatever. It's driving me crazy. So I have been obsessed with my boobs in the last couple of days. Like, this has been, I'll be sitting in bed and I'm like,
I've been obsessed with them.
God, like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm point down.
Mine are too. They always kind of have a sack, but they're deflated now. And so now I have this whole thing. So even trying to not think about my boobs for these next 24 hours is going to be rough. You know what I'm saying? So it's just...
Instead of us saying what's negative about it, we just simply say, time for me to do 20-minute chest workout. It'll
Let's
get
not
there.
do it.
We have to be
To
consistent.
to road, that's a negative thought.
That's a negative thought.
I've been trying. Let's not.
I'm bored. I am now. Okay, y'all.
I'm just-
sorry.
I'm
This is
just-
what it is. I am opening my mind up. I am conditioning my mind to exercise. Okay, and I think now, especially with the hysterectomy, and everything that I went through, it is pushing me more towards. Bitch, I just want to walk right now. Like that's what I feel like because I have had to sit still for so long. I just want to walk. I just want to walk around. I walk around the park. I walk around the thing to exercise. Now I just kind of just want to walk. I want to get exercise in because this sitting still. What is button? Keep happening loose. Sitting still has me feeling like. No, I gotta get motivated. You know what I'm saying? Plus being cut the way that I cut. Now I'm, how they cut me now. I'm feeling like I've always had the flab and the belly and stuff in there. But now I feel like this needs to be, like I need to tighten my muscles up, so that this doesn't
You need to immediately tell your doctor
some more.
that you are in pain.
So she can get a tummy tuck.
I'm already, I told him.
Hernia. Like, oh God, this hurts so much. It's hanging over. God.
Mhm.
That's the approval.
Then she got to have a whole.
I don't know what no
She
more
don't want-
surgeries
she-
right now.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
I
that
don't.
part,
I can't
yeah.
because this last one
I
about
think
took
she
me
just
out.
willing to take
Literally, almost took me out.
And it's all my fault.
Every day I
Literally,
speak what I
almost took
want,
me out.
and whether I achieve or not, I write in a post-it what I got to do to achieve this.
Before I go to-
I have fallen off of that, but I definitely
My issue
Have-
is. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no. I was just saying I definitely had intention with my day, waking up intentional about my thoughts and my production, and going further. I definitely have fallen off of that. And need to get back on, and that definitely will help with the positive thinking, like affirmations. And we talked about this before as well, where we were going to start doing, so I think like doing the affirmations and things like that would help with the positive thinking. So definitely, if you guys have some ideas that will help all of us embrace positivity and create positivity in this negative world that we live in, definitely spread it, share it, and encourage each other to do so.
And then start with the 20 minutes at a time if you can't do 24 hours, and start with an hour at a time, and just kind of work your way up to these things. If because 24 hours is a lot of the whole day. That's a lot of time, and our brain never shuts off unless we are asleep. So during those awake moments, if you can't, just start over, and then don't be negative about oh dang, I failed at that negative thought. Start over again, get back up. That is what life is about. For every time that we get knocked down or we do something we shouldn't have, or we made a mistake, we human, start all over again, reset those hours or whatever, and then just try it again, But thank you guys for joining us. Remember to like, share, follow. We are, on YouTube. We are on Spotify. We are on Apple Music, or whatever. So go follow those pages. We're going to try to push and build those things this year to get more followers on there. But life has been life, and I'm hoping things are going to settle. And so that we can put in a little bit into those other sites. But please like, share, follow at any rate. We are uploading these things to those other websites and stuff.
Vote yes
On April the 21st.
or
Before
now.
April 21st.
Yes, because I went 2 days ago, you guys. I walked in and out the building. It was every bit of 6 minutes. Vote yes to early elections.
Yes.
So that they don't redraw the lines to favor the blue.
Yes.
The red.
The red.
The red.
The red.
So they don't favor the red.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us. Join us here next week. And And we will see you then. Love you guys.
All right, 3 times success.
Oh, wait, remember, in a world where you can be anything,
Be
be yourself.
Well,
Okay?
technically, we did say that.
We
in the
did.
beginning. Literally in the very beginning.
We said 3 times assassin.
No, I'm talking about when I was talking about the older ladies. I was like, be yourself.
Oh, yeah.
So technically,
So we have these, I don't even know what these, the intros and the outros that we need to remember to say. So it's our signatures.
Yes.
Okay, there it is. All right. Well, I love you guys.
Love you.
I can't jump up to do the.
You can't
Press
jump
the
up.
button.
Let me
You
see.
ain't never
Let me
jumped
see.
up to
Let's
push
see if
the
we
button.
got
I
good
know.
knees.
Right, but I really can't do it tonight.
This is the basic test of good knees. If you can get straight up without holding on. Let me see.
Oh, girl, and I got to scoop.
Yeah,
It
got
popped a little bit.
Got a vault.
Catapult. Why is you touching the middle of the
I don't know. Oh, here we go.
Okay, bye,
it ain't
y'all.
been that long.
Who?
Yep, finish.
What Tima say?
Finish.